Death comes to all those willing to live, and death comes in many forms. The scariest death is that which occurs in the midst of life. The one at the end is relatively quick and painless. I fear the death that will end the minor and stifling conveniences and comforts I have accumulated. I like to blame those in my life that represent my mistakes. These scapegoats pay the time I have talked my way out of. I fear nothing but the aspects of myself I project onto the skin of others. I yearn for nothing but the aspects of myself I have long rejected. I perceive only the holographic forms of my own abstract thinking, therefore my fears are never unfounded. I dream of a deeper conception of reality than my senses can gather, but when my phone wakes me from non-REM sleep, I instantly forget them. Everything I want will fit onto a shopping list that will always be slightly longer than my wealth. As I get older, I systematically shut myself off from my ability to form new ideas about my life. Instead, I build higher and higher fences around my pedestal. I think the pedestal is getting higher, and it's true the legs are growing, but actually the well around me is growing deeper. I use time to prove that I exist, but time has already chosen when my presence will be eliminated. I want to sleep forever and wake up in the yesterday when I knew that I was safe from the chaos of the universe. Despite my creative perceptions, I cannot conceive of a structure able to control the mass organic force called life that binds me to this dimension. So in the meantime, I distract and amuse myself with the food and sex I can convince myself is utilitarian. I cannot convince myself that employment for the accumulation of economic benefits is worth the value of my sobriety and streamlined sanity. I must have a mental illness because I am under the impression that the government is not working in the best interests of me and my friends. I cannot understand why I am not miserable, that I am the only one in my family to not have a partner and a job. It's true I'm not bound by the neck with mortgages and employment contracts, but I don't know what to do with my freedom. I have boundless conversations with those souls willing to dismantle their barriers, but nothing convinces them that anything but their anxieties are manifest. I feel like there must be a code word God has programmed into the recesses of our mind that instantly releases us from the baggage we pack into every orifice and tuck under our skin and through our hair. Maybe if I speak that word out loud, I will have a purpose in life, though I must develop an economic model for presenting this code word to others in bars or theatres around the world. If I cannot justify my existence, how can they believe me when I claim I am as much alive as anybody? And how can I say that honestly when I feel half asleep? I know I will do something and the sky won't fall as a result. But I fear the stares of others and what their unconscious prayers might be burning into my flesh. Hope is the most dangerous, valuable commodity on earth, and I handle it like plutonium. When my spirit is pure and shiny and honest, I know I will be protected. I know I won't die unless I need to. I know I won't stagnate because I'm never willing to dig holes to stick my feet in. And I know I will recognize the truth because I usually refuse to bury my head in the hole society has dug for it. I know there's a TV in there and some KFC that was on special because it was defrosted yesterday, but there's nothing on TV any better than the tide coming in and out, and I can't afford to eat free chicken, much less work to pay for it. I would love to collect many books to fill my mind and many masks to hide my face, but I have nowhere to store them. I have no home to lock, and if I leave them lying around, they are likely to get stolen. I see every human being as a work of art, beautiful to explore. But they only open their hearts to me briefly and for specific purposes. I'm cold because I look silly in the hat that keeps me warm. I have profound connections with a few individuals around the world, but we are not together because the most superficial and banal aspects of our lives do not correlate. They invite me to their homes, but their energies are bound to activities they do not enjoy, understand, or gain value from. I ask them why they persist. I ask them why they continue with these activities, and they shrug. When I continue to press them, they make empty threats against the chains and bars they hold around their faces. Neither of us know what to do, but for some reason they toil in despair while I wander in confusion. We're both running from our own tailbone, and yet when we're lying in bed with the moon shining on our faces, we understand explicitly the futility of everything except love. Even hope is futile when there is no object of hope, and there is understanding that chasing anything is an empty-handed affair. I'm older than I was yesterday, but not necessarily closer to death, because my actions could have changed the trajectory of my life. I'll carefully consider which bridges to burn, and then make sure a really good jump could get me back just in case. Yet I know there are so many bridges in the world I can't burn them as fast as they are being built. I'll just cross this one in front of me because it's here and so am I. Tomorrow I may change my mind, but today I don't give a flying fuck what all this noise around my head is telling me. I'm going home to have my lunch, and then I'll live the rest of my life. In the meantime, I'll rest my voice from all this speaking and have a drink of water, because I know I'll feel better when I stand up, and when I sit down, I'll feel even better.